Are you ready for a little bit of a cheeky match? At least I assume it's going to be, because our Protoss player over here is none other than Haas. Which I probably said wrong. His opponent, who probably expects some kind of funny shenanigans, it is Spirit. This one could be pretty fun. The map, Royal Blood, and if you didn't know, it's me, Isle. So, Haas has a... Oh goodness, that's a mouthful to say. I keep stumbling on that every time I cast him. So he's not Has, he's Haas. I think I said that right. I might have sounded a little bit high. He's starting off with a gateway behind the minerals in his natural. Sure. Why not, I guess? Why is that a thing? Like, I'm trying to figure out the reasoning. Why? Why would this be a good idea? He's got a reason for it. He plays tricky and generally aggressive, but yeah, I don't know this one. It's where's this probe going? It's gonna be a bit of a proxy. Let's see. The Cybercore is on the way. It could be a proxy Stargate. Oh, he actually took the gas. Oh, that's irritating. Not game breaking, but it. Okay. Hey. Haas, what are you doing? What is this? Is he? No. Is he gonna take a Nexus? Really? Please tell me. Oh. Okay, it's a rover. Maybe not. Maybe not. I saw them. It could still be. I saw the minerals and I assumed he was going to go for a Nexus here. It is a Nexus. He's going to mine the gold minerals. So there is the actual location. It's like, hey, place your Nexus down here. And then you get Haas and he's like, nope, I'm going to put it there. Because that's much better. That's not how he sounds, by the way, just in case you were wondering. So it's a proxy Nexus, well, proxy Robo Nexus at the gold. Yeah, why not? Spirit's counter to this is Barracks, Factory Barracks. No starport yet, if I'm not mistaken. Double bunker. He knows something's coming. Did he? Oh, he's scouting. He's scouting for it. Hello, Mr. Whoa. Alright, so he knew something was up, and now he sent this SCV running all over the place, and the Reaper as well. So the Reaper's gonna pick up that this is happening. The Reaper can't do much about it. I guess the Reaper can be annoying and get rid of, like, probes, but the Immortal's gonna be out, and last time I checked, the Reaper does not survive against an Immortal. Watch this Reaper run away like crazy now. Watch, here it comes. Oh, you see some probes and then boom! Oh, the Reaper actually gets caught. Nice. Good work there by Haas. Got an observer over here. He's going to keep an eye on everything that's happening. Still no starport, just a bunch of bunkers. Spirit is a relatively defensive Terran. He still hasn't gotten rid of that. But he's happy to play defensive. And what I've liked about him, what I've noticed about his games recently is he's got a really interesting way of placing his structures. These are not randomly put this way. It's all to funnel units, especially things like zealots, through these spaces, make them charge into supply depots, and stay away from the more precious units. So it is a very interesting way that he places it. So now we've got 10 probes working. Well, it's going to be 11 now. Oh, I love this. Ooh, War Prism's already going across. Is there anything really to defend? What's in it? An Immortal and a Stalker. So Haas is going to have quite a lot of units pretty soon, or at least minerals. And he's going to be able to use that to get a bunch of zealots. He's already getting charge. Well, charge is almost done at this point. I was gonna say another factory. Okay, so nothing too much has happened over here. 2 more gates happening. There is also a dark shrine coming up. Now, does Spirit know about it? Spirit doesn't know anything. He didn't even get into the main base. He just saw that there wasn't a natural and was like, yeah, I guess I have to go in defensive mode. This poor immortal is left to walk because there's no space for him on that wall prism. Okay, here we go. Ooh, there it is. Double immortals being picked up there. Is he gonna get some damage done? I don't think immortals are that effective. Not too bad. Boom, boom. Getting rid of some supply deep is not too bad. But Marines, they deal fine. Actually gonna aim for the wall prism instead. I like that. That drives it away because Haas cannot afford to leave the immortals because immortals are, they're pretty expensive. So he picks them up and he moves away. Couple of Widow Mines on the way. Medivacs. Spirit's now just going into his normal play. This is a problem. Nah, it's not a problem. I was gonna say Haas is on the 1 base, but I forgot about this. That being said, these mineral patches are almost done already. So, you know, that is a thing to keep in mind. What is he scanning? Oh, he scanned for the observer. Okay, the DTs, it's not actually 4 DTs, it is for an Archon. And here comes the attack. But yeah, the SimCity, look, it's really good. The Zealots are just, they're bouncing around at the back. They're not able to actually get in and deal damage. There starts some worker kills. Cyclone getting a lot of damage on. The Archon is giving it plenty there. It is doing a lot of damage. That's 11 workers. I don't think that's enough just yet. Spirit is still in the lead supply-wise, or at least worker-wise, and supply for that matter. Widowmine's hitting, doing a good amount of damage there. Oh, good force field. Ah, yeah, nice pick up there. Spirit able to protect most of his units. Ow, that Widowmine doing a lot of damage to Marines as well. Yeah, that's 31 workers. Okay, that's a lot. That is a lot of workers that have gone down. That's very good. I think Haas has firmly put himself into the driving seat. But, that being said, his army is not super sophisticated. And his economy is going to shrink soon. Like, yeah, now he's got more minerals. But it's not going to stay that way. And we have a lot of Widow Mines. Widow Mines burrowing. The Zealots are going to start exploding. Yep, there we go. Ooh, oh, ooh. Ouch. Those are some big Widow Mine explosions going down there. Finally, an observer comes across so that these Widow Mines can be dealt with, because there is already an armory, which means that they are invisible once they burrow. Tank goes down to the Archon, but it looks like Spirit is holding off okay. Good force field once again. Scan, scan. Oh. Okay, here's some more DTs. Is it just going to be Archons the whole time? It looks like it's just going to be Archons. So it's not actually pushing with the DTs. Here we go, once more aggressively forward. Ah, the Archons very low. Ah, the Zealots. Those Widow Mines. It's just got 1 kill, but I felt like it was more. Oh, okay, here we go. Just pull the boys. Spirit has decided that he is tired of this. He's pulling everything he has. Apparently mules too. Ooh, PP wrist. Maybe that's why. Okay. Well, something might have gone a bit wrong there. He might have misclicked or whatever. Okay, so he's not pulling everything. The production for us is very small here. Now Spirit has recovered. He is in the lead in terms of supply once again. And here we have a medevac drop that's just gonna... It's just gonna get through clean. We're gonna see the Immortal. No, the Archon's going in once again. Archons do nice damage against workers, but here we go. Widowmine burrows. We're gonna see a big one. 7 workers going down. So yes, the Archons are in here with the DT. They're starting to deal damage. Archons are picked up. But there's nothing at home. There's absolutely nothing at home. Dark Shrine is unpowered. DT. Okay, it does get scanned and it dies. But here we go once again. A lot of workers going down. At the same time though, Marines have come across and realizes that he has run out of gas. Oh, not literally. Yeah, you know what I mean. Alrighty, and going into game number 2, we are on Dragon Scales. Spirit is up 1-0. Interesting opener from Haas, but unfortunately a guy like Spirit, I think, you know, he's maybe not talked about a lot, but he's a very solid Terran player. And again, he's a very good defensive Terran player. In recent tournaments, he's taken quite a couple of victories off of some of the best players in the world. I know I can remember a couple of series where he's beaten Cyril in late game, not with tricks, not with gimmicks, in late game TVZ, that one. I know he's beaten a couple of the Korean players as well. He's a good player. I don't think you should sleep on Spirit. He's definitely a good player. Haas is a very exciting player. Unfortunately, sometimes his tricky strategies, they're just not enough at the top of the pros, you know. There's very few that can keep that tricky style going. If you look at guys like, for instance, Parting was very good with this tricky style and being very aggressive and very cheesy. But if his cheese didn't work, his macro was just as good. His micro was amazing. So he could play into the late game. The same with someone like MaxPax. MaxPax was very good, but when he started reaching that top level, his cheesy playstyle just wasn't enough. And yeah, so that's why he's now transitioned. You'll see MaxPax playing a lot of just normal games, playing macro builds. So Has, unfortunately, I don't think he's bad macro-wise, but he definitely is not nearly as strong on his macro as what he is with his aggressive builds and his aggressive moves. Once again, Spirit just being very careful, checking around. SCVs moving about. Builds look a little bit more standard this time around. We're gonna see Warpgate first and Stalker. There comes the... Alright, there we go. It is a Stargate opener. We'll have to see whether he goes for Oracles or for Phoenixes. I doubt there's any reason he'd go Void Rays. They're just not as popular as they used to be anymore. Basic 1-1-1 coming up from Spirit. And this one should be a little bit more of a normal game, not some strange proxy, Nexus, Robo. I don't know what that was. That was very interesting. But yeah, unfortunately, I think it's nice and all having those extra minerals. But that means that you have to invest it into Zealots, right? Because Zealots only cost minerals. And you still don't have too much gas. So he was spending his gas with things like Archons and a little bit of the Immortals. The problem is, Spirit just made a ton of mines, sat back defensively, and he knew that that Haas at some stage, he was going to run out of steam. I was just focusing on a probe walking back and forth. So I think good decision making there by Haas, by Spirit, excuse me. So going for a ton of Widow mines and then that defensive posture, and he just wore him out and then decided, okay, I'm gonna attack into you now. All right, it is Phoenixes. He's gonna store a couple up. Great, getting more gateways. Bunker coming up for safety. Getting Tech Lab over here, so that's going to be switched with the barracks. That means he must be wanting to go into tanks. There is a medevac flying across with 2 mines in it. See if he can get any damage done. You know, it's very important that Haas does not take damage from this. Ah, run away, Phoenix! Run away, Hellion. That's the slowest Widowmine drop. Haas seems to be awake. Oh, that's still an ugly hit. That's not the hit that you want. Or yeah, if you Haas it. This medevac is gonna try get away, but I think the Phoenixes are gonna get it. Widowmine does go down, but it's picked up immediately. Good defense. Apart from the 4 workers, that was pretty solid. I think Haas would be fine with that. His worker count is very similar. He's not down by like a lot. Hellion's also being picked up. These Phoenixes already paying for themselves. Whoa. Whoa, what did I miss? I just immediately saw 9. Oh, he sent in another sneaky medevac, boosted it straight between the third and the natural, put it down, and while Haas was busy with the Hellion and things, ooh, he tried to split, but that was some good targeting from the Widow Mine. Okay, that one hurts. You don't like to see that one. The Widow Mine, by the way, has not been dealt with, but this medevac will be. We see now the Twilight. Revelation goes down. Go probes. Oh yes. Whew. Probes take out the Widow Mine. That's a scary place to be if you're a probe. It's like, I'm attacking this thing that could explode at any moment. More barracks is coming up. Upgrade wise, no, nothing. Warp gate. Both players just going for arm. Adept? Glaive the Depths? I don't know how I feel about Glaive the Depths. I saw someone else do this a while ago. Who was it? I can't remember. But someone else that I casted recently also did a depth heavy push into a Terran player, and I can't remember if it worked very well. I have a feeling it didn't. Terran army moving across the map, by the way. 2 cyclones already there, starting to deal damage. And I don't know, I feel like these Marines can take that amount of... Keep in mind, Stim is not finished yet. But this base is in a little bit of trouble. Protoss army is going to come defend now. I don't think this is enough. Like, Adepts are nice and all, but I don't think that's enough. Okay, here comes the Phoenixes to lend their support. There are a couple of Vikings though, so one Phoenix goes down. Yeah, Terran army's going to be cleaned up fine. Okay, this is going to be fine. Yeah, the Adepts do clean it up. The base does survive. Once again, not a horrible defense. Not the cleanest, but that could have been worse. Do we have... Okay, third CC is on the way now. There's Stim combat shields being researched at the moment. How much health does that Viking have? 1? Yeah, 1. Wow. Ooh. Proxy pylon. And here we go. Ton of adepts starting to go through. I mean, that's a lot of adepts. But will it work? Because once again, Spirit is a defensive player. He likes to be defensive. Ah, and now he's actually walling off fully. So those adepts actually can't even get in. Gonna send 2 medevacs across. Gateways being made. Oh, this is too slow. This is too slow. It's gonna allow time for Spirit to be able to get his reinforcements up. I don't think waiting for the warp gate. Like, if he'd been warping now, I reckon he would have been in a decent position. Alright, so here comes the shade. Ah, it's not lifted. The adepts are going to get in. At the same time though, the Terran army is on this side harassing the third. Okay, we see workers start to go down. That's 13 SCVs, 13 probes going down. You know, I said adepts aren't that great, but they're dealing a lot of damage. Pushing up this ramp though, that is tricky. Third base on this side does get taken out. These Marines are going to push forward, get rid of the shield battery, starting to get rid of the adepts. And yes, the natural is in trouble, but there's still a big defensive position up here in the main. Floating away the CC. These Marines are finally being dealt with. Worker counts, 36 workers for Protoss, 39 for Terran. But yeah, the adepts, I mean, they're at the turn. Oh, the planetary. That's making it so that these adepts can't attack into this base. Which means the defense on that third base is going to be a little bit easier for for Spirit. I like that. A lot of SCVs have gone down though. So Has is up in economy. And this CC is not dead, it's just floating. So technically 3 bases, I guess. Oh yes, single Marauder. Ooh, this one's tight. But I don't think this is enough. Is he gonna try to go onto the army? Yeah, he's going to. Lets the shade finish. Stims away. Starts cutting away. Or Ghost coming in with EMPs from the high ground. And GG. Spirit, once again, plays very defensively and takes the victory. Takes the series 2-0 over Haas.